Don't Say Pajamas is the new game show that's taken the world by storm, hosted by none other.
I am Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now. I'd say it was sad you're playing alone, but you already know that. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Flavored eye drops. Why let your mouth have all the fun? Flavored eye drops.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay, let's begin.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Right off the bat, Eat, Pray, Die. Which of these Julia Roberts characters would Jack the Ripper have been most likely to savagely murder? Vivian Ward is the name of the prostitute Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman, and almost all of serial killer Jack the Ripper's alleged victims were female prostitutes, so he'd probably have just loved to murder her. I can see it now. He'd open the box with his knife in it, she'd reach in and he'd playfully shut it, snapping her fingers. She'd laugh, he'd laugh, then he'd kill her. And on its way, If I Only Had a Brain Trust. Suppose the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz faced off against the Wicked Witch of the West in a public debate. If he wanted to use a straw man argument against her, what might he do? A straw man argument purposefully misrepresents an opponent's position in order to strike it down. Here's how I would debate the Wicked Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the two candidates you see here tonight is a Wicked Witch. Thank you, I yield the rest of my time.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here we have Getting Naughty, and this dis or dat leg's being tied up. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a necktie knot or the name of a sex position recommended by Women's Health magazine. If it's a necktie knot, press the X button. If it's a sex position, press the B button. Okay, we're off. Oh, God, yes. My usual sex position is also the way I usually tie a tie, alone in front of a mirror. Why not try shop till everyone drops? Say at Christmas time, every single item at your local mall sells out. According to a popular grim fairy tale, which of these stores has the best chance to be magically stocked overnight by hardworking elves? In the grim fairy tale, The Elves and the Cobbler, a poor shoemaker is given some much-needed help by elves who appear in the middle of the night. And while the shoemaker made a nice profit, the elves were trampled to death on Black Friday. Take a stab at Okia Dokia. If you're driving between company headquarters, which trip should be the shortest? Nokia is based in Finland, and IKEA is based right next door in Sweden. Kia is based in South Korea. Whether it's phones, furniture, or cars, if it's got Kia in the name, you know it's gonna be cheap. I mean inexpensive. Inexpensive! That's the end of a thrilling first round. And you've got a decent score there. Don't screw it up. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. Let's see what's in store. Coming up next, muscle milk was a bad choice. Say the news team from the Anchorman films decides to run a relay race against a rival news team. If Ron Burgundy is his team's anchor, when will he run? In a relay race, the anchor, usually the fastest runner, goes last. And they would probably promote the race so incessantly that by the time it actually took place, you wouldn't be that interested in seeing it anymore.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here's one for you. Guess who's Dak? Dak again. You know, I'm not an optimist, but I have to say, I feel like things have been going pretty well with the game so far.
Son, Daddy forgot about me.
Oh no, my old ventriloquist puppet, Billy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, the whole creative team here decided to not include you in this game because you're too much of a troublemaker.
Troublemaker? Me? No, I just got back from traveling the world, studying all the profound teachings of titular world spiritual leaders. For instance, which titular religious group was founded by someone with the last name of Smith?
The Mormon religion was founded in the 1800s by Joseph Smith.
In America.
So, which was your favorite religion you studied?
Well, I particularly like the ones that preach about reincarnation. Someday, I hope to come back as a beautiful coffee table.
Follow me down to the sea.
Say hello to Orcas 11. Say I wanted to go around freeing the killer whales from every SeaWorld location in the world. How many separate rescue missions would I need to go on? There are 3 SeaWorlds, one in San Diego, one in San Antonio, and one in Orlando. So you would need to go on 3 separate rescue missions. Well, that sounds like a lot of traveling. Maybe I'll just pay that kid from Free Willy to do it. Something tells me he could use the cash. Pucker up for Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of Jeff Dunham's purple-skinned puppet. His name is Peanut. I have to admit, people who talk through ventriloquist puppets kind of creep me out.
That you talk through me.
Quiet, Billy. Stop trying to get me to kill people.
Whoa, now you're creeping me out, man.
May I introduce the Midnight Run to the Bathroom? According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, how would Paul Revere secretly signal to you that he has to pee in the sea? According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, Paul's signal for the British was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And as we all know, a number 1 is a pee. And Americans would have known about the British sooner if he hadn't stopped for a number 4. You don't even want to know what that is. Step. Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry. Here you go. This plus this equals that. What new thing do these combine to make? Good luck. There it is! It's important what you add together. For example, I crossed a Wolverine with a baboon and wound up with what I'm calling a Wolveroon. Don't worry, I brought a strong lock to the cage. I have it right here in my hand. He's licking my feet. Stop it!
You know